Bruce Power has entered a long-term contract with ATS Industrial Automation to implement automated tooling and robotics for reactor refurbishments. This collaboration aims to set new standards in safety and efficiency within the nuclear energy sector. Here's the thing, though, developing automation solutions that are going to operate reliably in the unique and stringent conditions of nuclear facilities is going to present some significant engineering challenges.
Yeah, yeah. Straight out the gate, operational safety against versus automation complexity. That for
Mhm.
me is the biggest challenge. You're talking about deploying robotics in a nuclear environment. Conjured up some images. I was, funnily enough, I was watching Chernobyl over the weekend, and if anybody's seen that miniseries, very
Yeah.
good. But it suddenly gives me that environment. But I don't want to be over dramatic on this one. But no room for error is the big thing here. So balancing that complexity of your automation systems with the stringent safety standards is the real boss fight going on here.
Yeah, I mean this is about as real as it gets, right? You've got robotics and you've got nuclear in there too, and those two come together, it's a real deal. But you've got to consider the system integration and the regulation of this as well. And honestly, I love IE, but I wouldn't even know where to start when it comes to the regulation of this. I mean, that process alone, could you imagine the documentation requirement alone for this with regulation? It would be absolute.
Traceability.
Mhm.
And then you take that into account with trying to get this system integrated, and we know the challenges and the time that takes on its own with
Yep.
something which doesn't involve nuclear. You've
Yep.
got a massive challenge there.
So the underpin on the whole thing of regulatory certification compliance is digital thread. The
Mhm.
the 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 enabler of the digital thread is model-based systems engineering. So for me, to fix that operational safety with automation complexity is going to be model-based systems engineering for safety-driven design. So you're going to make sure all your safety requirements are embedded early in the design phase to make sure that the compliance headaches, which are going to come along later, are already pre-thought of, for me. And then keeping with that, once you've got that digital integration model-based solution, is then integrating the entirety of the digital thread from the PLM into MES. So it's similar to what we were talking about slightly earlier, where those whole design, those whole changes, that whole quality thread continues on through into manufacturing with the quality gates, with the certifications and traceability tied in. To me, that is the only solution we would want to deploy here to make sure that this meets all those requirements.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And you think along with that as well, I guess adding to that all this stuff, the environment in which it's operating as well, right? You've got all that kind of climate and condition to consider as well, haven't you, with the machines?
Yep.
Again, not something I've experienced with directly, but critical of that industry. So.
Yep. Health and safety, yada, yada, yada. Okay, good.
Cool.
I think it was cool. So I think what we want to be doing, Charlie, is, as you can see, I can talk plenty. What we probably want to do as we go forward is you start to say, yeah, I agree with your MBSC, but hey, let's not forget about integrating the whole PLM
Yeah.
and MES thing there. So you can see me obsess over something and then say, yeah, I get that, but you need this as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's good.
Okay.
I just I did have a quick look at Baker Hughes. So I just
Almost a small picture, big picture, right? Andrew's hyper focused on one small piece of it, and Charlie's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's look at the big picture."
Let's drag it out. Let's drag it out a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's actually just really interesting, right? This Baker Hughes one, what you've said about, and I've got. So what I'm going to talk about here, and this is, and what as shameless as it might be, Andrew, I need to try. I want us to get across that we're in this game, right? So I can say we were speaking with a client, which
Absolutely.
relates to this. So with this one, I'm going to talk about how with a client last week we talked about, they do work with. Well, I won't say what they work with, but where there's new material science is being developed, they then have to help explore the manufacturability of these new materials for their new requirements. Right. So that's what I'll talk about on this. Okay.